Hey team, Major Foe here. Japan turned 7, Operation Fall Weiss. Sorry for the delay. I did have a little trip we had planned for a bit, so finally back from that. Let's get on to tech rolls. We're going to try improve factories, 7 or above, 11, that's a great deal, and advanced subs, 8 or above. 2, 12. Okay, not upset by either of those two. That doesn't change my buys, but it definitely makes me want to buy something else. No, I won't. Okay, so $20. Artillery, cavalry. I think it's the last term we could buy cavalry. Maybe it's next. Transport, marine, and a militia upgrade. That's $20. $20. Um, it's early, but hey, let's poke the bear and see what happens. Japan will declare war on the Allies. So I'll get my free light carrier this turn. And then both of these will be on the build chart. America will go to full value. The other two are already at full value. So there you go. And I believe I lose all my oil. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's look at the combats. Sub and I-12 will raid I-12. Sub and P-60 will raid P-60. 3 subs in P-51. 1, 2, 3, and we'll raid in P-45. Okay, we've got a bunch of crazy movements here. I've circled them out to see if I can keep track. Transport and P-15 will move 1 with the Marine. Pick up the infantry. 2 and 3 join the 6th Fleet. The infantry will go to Cochin China. Okay, the Marine will go to Luzon. Destroyer 1, 2, 3 join the 6th Fleet. And bring that Marine down, and he'll go into Mindango. The fighter and the 3 torpedo boat destroyers and light cruiser will take on the American destroyer and transport, because I'm assuming he's going to want to scramble out of the port in case I take that. So we'll delete that, and then that fight is those ones. The heavy cruiser will bombard into this territory here, Luzon. So I don't have a dice for that. Uh, that. That will be the first strike with the heavy cruiser into Luzon. From P-46, transport 1, 2, 3. We'll bring a Marine and an infantry. One will go to Mindango, one will go to Luzon. Out of the 18th, oh, I still have this French sub I gotta try and map. 18th. Seaplane, we'll try and map this sub. That is that dice. The tactical will come to Luzon. The fighter will go to Mindango. Okay, fighter, marine, infantry versus militia, and I believe that's mountains all the way around. Okay, I think that's everything on this side. Down here we have a destroyer and a marine going to New Guinea. Automatic. A destroyer and a marine going to New Britain. Automatic. A destroyer and a marine to the Solomons. Automatic. And a destroyer, 1, 2, 3, and a marine to Queensland. Automatic. We have a transport coming down with 2 marines into Northland. That is mountains for sure. So this could be the dicey one. With that, we'll have, I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it's just pouring right now. We'll have a light cruiser, a heavy cruiser, and a battle cruiser. So we've got the battle cruiser at 3, heavy cruiser at 2, and then the 2 Marines at 1 versus that 1 militia at 2. Hopefully we can get them on first strike, otherwise it might be a long dice roll unless the militia rolls up. Okay, out of the rest of the folks there, 3 transports with 3 Marines, 2 infantry will move over to the Marshal, pick up the other infantry. Second Fleet will go 1, 2, 3. We're using our first strike on Hawaii. So all of that will go into Hawaii. With the 2 tacticals and the 2 fighters. He's unable to scramble out of that fight with the surprise attack. And the aircraft get first strike, and I have bombards from the 2 battleships and the 3 heavy cruisers. Hopefully you can still hear me with the rain beating down, but I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is all of the combat, so I'm just going to erase all the lines. Have another quick look, make sure I didn't forget anything. Rating, those are first. And then we'll just work left to right. We'll save the big one for the end. And then hopefully things go well and I can roll for some of these ships, if that's possible. No combats up here, obviously, and I don't think I have any other units to play with. So let's start here. We're in orange with a +1. And we do get that with a +1. So that is 1 off of FEC. Down here against Anzac, same thing, +1. That's a bust. No damage there, unfortunately. We have 3 subs here. Max we can do is bust the camera all the way to the other side of the map. Is 3. We're at a +2 with each of these. So the first sub, that is 4 damage. So that completes that one. 1, 2, 3. So 3 off of the Americans. And then we'll try this seaplane at a 3 versus the sub. And that's a total miss. Non-combat, he'll land in Volcano. Let's just get that out of the way now. Okay, over here, left to right. The screening force will be the 3 torpedo boat destroyers, the fighter, and the light cruiser. And he has the destroyer and the transport, which will likely scramble from the port there. Light carriers there too, but they don't have target select or anything. The destroyer is also there, but he's the landing force. I don't think he gets to roll. So we have 3 at 2 with the torpedo boat destroyers, 1 at 5 for the light cruiser, and 1 at 6. We'll put it in order like so. Move that back. Like that. Okay, and then the destroyer at a 4. So let's hope for big things. Miss, 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 and the fighter hits. So that destroyer and transport should be dead. Pretty sure they can scramble, so I think that's a good one. So the fighter is at a 2, it hits. These are at 2s, that misses. That's at 6, but anyway. And that's at a 5, and that misses. Okay. On to... We'll just go to Mindango first. We have a fighter at 6, 2 infantry class units at 1, and the militia at a 2. And deleting things also helps. Let's try a different button. So once again, fighter, marine, infantry, militia. And all misses. So it's round 2. So if he does get the hit, hopefully not. And he does, because I opened my mouth. That's a 9, but the marine does hit, and I do lose the infantry. And he loses the militia. This one here. Okay. In here, we have the battlecruiser at a 2. That misses, so that didn't help. We have the tactical at 7, marine infantry at 1, and their militia at a 2. Yeah, of course. Tactical hits, militia hits, so I lose one of the marines. Oh, I guess it's not an infantry, they're 2 marines, so mess that one up. But I still take the territory with a loss of 1 marine. So costly, but effective. This is back in here. So that fighter didn't move, it was still here. So it still has 4 movement left. This fighter, 1, 2, 3, and 4 lands on the carrier. This fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4 to Korea. The tactical, 1, 2, 3, 4 back into the 18th. Okay. That one already landed. Those are there. No change down here. So we have a battlecruiser at 3 and a heavy cruiser at 2. The 3 is in orange. First strike. That missed, but the heavy cruiser hit. So that's destroyed. So we're happy with that fight. Come here. That can go. I don't think that sub 1, 2, 3 can't reach, so they don't need to go into port. I don't believe. Nothing I don't see on the map there. Okay, I think the last thing is the big fight. All right, delay the inevitable. Let's go down and have a look. Okay, so 6 infantry class units at a 1 in the mountains. We have 3 heavy cruisers first strike at a 2, 2 battleship first strikes at a 4, 2 fighter first strikes at a 6, 2 tactical first strikes at a 7, as it is the first round of the combat. They're bumped down on the first round, so they have 4 at 1, 3 AA guns at 2, and 3 AA gun shots at 2, and 1 infantry at a 3 after all of these first strikes go. So let's try the heavy cruisers first. For anything under a 2, and wow, that's 2 hits. 1, 2, not upset. 2 at 4. Okay, one hit, not upset. And 2 fighters. 5, 6, 2 hits. This is crazy. Okay, 1, and I'm gonna go with. You would probably want to try and hit those planes, but let's just see what the tacticals do. And both missed. That was a 9. So he has the AA gun. I think that would be his best option there. I don't think the other units are going to hit, so I think he'd want to at least roll these. If I'm wrong, I'll just roll them all, and we can go from there afterwards. So if these are the AA guns, yeah, 2 hits. I guess I shouldn't roll that way because he could have picked whichever one he wanted, but I'll put it in the chat before we go, and of course I'll lose 2 fighters. Beautiful. Okay, that is that. So out of all that, and that's how I probably would have played it anyway, so let's just go with that. I lose 2 fighters in that soiree. He loses all of this. The 2 tacticals land back on the aircraft carrier. And this becomes that. And there. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom. 10 or above. Transport. Oh, so close. Scuttled. Destroyer. Scuttled. Destroyer. Mine. I think that's a heavy cruiser. Oh, mine. First battleship. Just missed. second battleship hits. Unbelievable. Okay, that was probably the best case scenario. That battleship is a skeleton crew. Okay, so out of that, I've gotten a battleship, a heavy cruiser, and a destroyer. Not sure if something else saved somewhere else, but anyway, go from there. That was definitely a lucky dice. So we do get a battleship there with a damage marker on it, the destroyer, and a heavy cruiser. Okay, there's the 8th Fleet. Okay, not too shabby so far. I don't think I have any other non-combats as I've already done most of them. Nothing here, nothing there. That guy landed there. What else do I have? Seaplane to Volcano. Yeah, did that. Fighters to Korea did that. Okay, I think that is all of the non-combat movements. We'll go on to place units. Okay, this light carrier will go in port in Kyushu, as will this transport. The Marine will go here, and the militia upgrade will go in Okinawa. Do I have an infantry? Right there. And now that I have improved construction, I can place 2 units in Kyushu. So that goes there, and that goes there. I believe I've awoken the beast, but let's see how bad it goes. 25 plus 5 is 30. I spent everything. I make very little money. This could be a bad play. All right, I think that concludes the Japanese turn. We'll hand it over to the UK and France for the rest of turn 7. All right, thanks again for watching.